Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive.
Now let's go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They do go for it. It's McCown. Found his target. It's Anderson. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. It's a big play that time by the Jets. 34 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Here we go now.
Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
They definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
On 3rd down, that's Powell. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. So they ran against the 4-6 defense. Not only did they run against it, they tried to run it right up the gut.
And that's really not a great place to go when you're running against what is commonly known as the Bear defense, made popular by those great Chicago Bears teams. No place to go right in the middle of that.
They run for it. Here's Powell. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. McCown going to hand this one off to Powell. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green, 39.
With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. From the gun, it's McCown. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. Going for it has paid off twice already on this drive. Can they convert again on 4th down? Let's see.
Green, 39. Green, 39.
This is the running back, Powell. He finds some open field here. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. It'll be a gain of 6, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go again with Powell. Down right around the 25. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
To throw is McCown. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. So on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit for Todd Bowles. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. So another 4th down and another decision to go for it. They've been right 3 times already on this drive.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Leopard. Leopard. Watching that Barney. Barney. Leopard. Leopard. Watching that Barney. Barney.
They are going for it. It's McCown. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Anderson. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. McCown now on 1st down. Throw left side complete. It's Powell. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
On 2nd down, here's McCown. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, In this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Eagles will take over here in just a second on offense. And Charles, as you look back to the Super Bowl title run that they just had, what were some of the moves that made that possible?
I'll keep it on the offensive side of the ball because I thought their front office did a fantastic job of having answers in case things happen. Carson Wentz goes out. Well, they had signed Nick Foles to back him up. That worked out pretty well. Getting Alshon Jeffrey as a weapon outside to help them in the passing game. Darren Sproles gets hurt at running back. Corey Clement was signed as an undrafted free agent. He filled in well, and they traded for Jay Ajayi. And how about Jason Peters, losing the all-world left tackle? And Halapoulivaati Vaitai, who they drafted the year before, filled in quite capably. They had answers for everything they needed.
Wentz to throw on second down. And Wentz will not be able to get rid of it. He's taken down for a safety. So after a scoreless first quarter, we at least finally get some points on the board.
But it can't be what either of us expected, can it?
No, the safety's not what you expect for the first points of the game, but one of the goose eggs is gone. So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. This is brought in at the 21. I want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year, and they totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief, $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was $200,000. So congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated and finalists for the most prestigious award as determined by the NFL, the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award.
So after the INT, it's McCown now. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, zero, nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Now Wentz. Jeffrey with a catch left side. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball. But you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
From the gun, it's Wentz. The open man is Smith. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They run with Ajayi. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They run again with Ajayi. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. So the D-line's going to spread out. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And he is knocked down from the side, near the 42. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Play clock winding down. Now a toss play. It's Ajayi. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Into the red zone. Wentz. It's caught on the right side at Smith. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. They'll toss it to Ajayi. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jay Ajayi, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Elliott on for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Elliott now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And Austin Safarian-Jenkins has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice gain of 21 yards. Now McCown. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brandon Graham in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Throwing is McCown on third down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Hurry up, here we go. Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56.
Throwing on first is McCown. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Anderson. And he is out of bounds just a yard or two shy of the 10. 23 yards on the play. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
All right, here we go.
On first and 10, here's McCown. This is caught. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets have made this a one-score game. Big play coming now for the Jets as they'll set up to go for 2.
Now let's go. Blue landing.
They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense back out onto the field, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll begin the drive with a jive. A very tough run, but for a short gain out near the 32. A gain of 3, second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 34 yards there and a first down.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? 5 defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a
double
dime. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. This is Ajayi. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package. Yeah. 6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. Now Wentz. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. 13 yards down to the 13.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understanding where they are on the field?
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Here's Ajayi. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Wentz to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Torrey Smith, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Now receiver in motion left. They'll try and run it with Ajayi. And he will get into the end zone. So the lead stretches from 9 up to 11. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything. They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. But he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now McCown got to have this one. That's to his running back, complete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are likely going to win it. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Demario Davis coming with pressure. He drops him on the blitz for a loss of 12. Now Wentz throwing on second down. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6.
Well, partner, since this new two-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Wentz to throw. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Johnson was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. To throw is Wentz. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Back to throw, Wentz. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it.